Hello there. It is your boy Big D. I've been hearing recent reports that the increasing cases of COVID-19, aka coronavirus, more restaurants will be closing their doors down. Some restaurants, especially fast food restaurants like Burger King, McDonald's, and even some other restaurants, such as your local pizza joints, will still be open, but you can't dine in. You have to go in. You have to go in, purchase it, and then leave. And Burger King, McDonald's, and some others, they have their drive-thru. Others, like Pizza Hut, you have your delivery. But Burger King's been closing down at 8, and then closing the drive-thru at 10. That may be discontinuing. McDonald's may be getting rid of their 24-hour drive-thru thing pretty soon until this is resolved. This is some very depressing news for me. Well, is it as depressing as losing your loved one? No, not even fucking close. But I know some people can cook, but I can, but I've mainly been eating out because I just haven't had time to cook anymore. And this affects my routine, my schedule, and everything. So I'm just going to have to do some other things. But until then, I don't know if the reports are true, if what I'm hearing is correct, that these restaurants will close completely, and that more of them will do so. I'm going to enjoy some of the things I love from there while I still can. I mean, I heard this last night, and then I just went for a drive to see what was going on and see what was still open. I saw that Wawa was still open. I was like, thank God. So I got a steak sandwich there, and I had milk because I ran out of it. And today I did the same thing. I went out, see what was still open. Houlihan's was shut down. Five Guys was shut down. What else was shut down? I think Longhorn Steakhouse. No, Longhorn was definitely shut down. I'm pretty sure that was shut down in the beginning. But I went to King of Pizza, my favorite place in the world. Best pizza on the planet. I don't give a shit what nobody says. I was able, thank God they were still open, and I was able to get one of these. Got a few slices. I'm just gonna enjoy the things I love while I still can. I'm gonna find out tonight when I go to work. I'm gonna try to get up at 6. And go straight and just race straight down to Burger King around 7 something to see if they're still open. If they are, gonna enjoy that while I still can. And if not, well, it's the end of that for the time being. And then at 1 o'clock, when I go on at 1 o'clock in the morning, I work the overnight shift. I work a graveyard shift, for those of you who don't know. And I'm gonna scope out McDonald's and see if they're still open, and if they're not, well, I'm not going to have time to scope out Royal Farms, because that's further down the road. That's further from where I work. But I'll scope that out some other time. But yeah, it's pretty depressing for me. Now, is it as depressing as, say, losing a pet or a loved one or something like that? No, not even fucking close. I'm not even going to try to compare the two. But it affects me more than some other people. It's bad enough they closed down the gym, so I have to go home and do fucking calisthenics. Thank God I have a pull-up bar. My brother had one, so I'm using that one. I just got to remember to use it. I'll likely use it in the morning after I get done my shifts at work. It affects me more than just eating daily, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can buy stuff. It's one of the reasons why people have been raiding grocery stores like they have. During this whole thing, the only thing, it's going to get to the point where the only things that will still be open are grocery stores. I go to my local Acme or ShopRite or something. I walk in, and it's unbelievable. I've seen sections where there was no chicken whatsoever. There was no chicken. There was no steak. Bison meat was still intact because it's not really that popular of an item. I'll have to look when I go there sometime tonight and see if it's still available. If it's still there, good. It's not that popular of an item considering its price. I mean, and then there's 90% of the bread is gone. Toilet paper, that's been getting wiped clean. Sometimes toilet paper doesn't even make it in at all. Sometimes when you go in there in the morning, there's still no damn toilet paper. Disinfectant wipes, forget about it. Thank God I have Lysol at home. A lot of the cereal gets wiped clean, and some odd choices of cereals get actually taken halfway off the shelf, like the Hershey Kisses one. I'm like, why the hell would anybody buy that? I will not know. They mainly been attacking Cheerios gets attacked the most, which makes sense because that's the one I typically get. It has little to no sugar, which is kind of silly considering the fact that soda is my Achilles heel. But yeah, I heard this will take place for another two weeks. But then again, they said that a week ago, and then 1 week later they said 2 weeks. It wouldn't surprise me that after 2 weeks it gets another 2 weeks, and another 2 weeks, and another 2 weeks. I've been hearing that it will take a month before it gets resolved, if even. I've even heard that it may go on for a year. And if that happens, I'm going to be really pissed off. Because 2020 was the year I told myself this was going to be the year that I was going to get everything together. That I was going to finally take that next step in life. I mean, thank God it doesn't affect me saving up for my truck. However, it may affect purchasing one. Because who knows if I'm even able to buy one. If this affects whether or not anyone will sell it to me, or whether you get it from a dealership or a private seller. A used truck, of course. I'm trying to get a Chevy Silverado from 2003 to 2007. But this may affect the availability of them. I mean, at certain points I'll have the money, but will I be able to buy one? Will that get discontinued? Will ordering online get discontinued? Like say ordering off eBay or something. Who knows if that will get affected? Who knows what will be shut down? You know what I mean? And there's someone I've been eyeing up for quite some time now. And even if I do get her number, even if things do work out the way I want it to, can't fucking take her anywhere. I mean, what? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when everything's closed? Or even at this point, I've already had limited options. I mean, what the fuck are you gonna do? You gonna fucking go to a restaurant? You're gonna go to something that you can go in and you just pray something's open. You go in, get something, come out, and then go to a park or something, and just eat on one of the picnic tables or something. I mean, it's like Clint Eastwood said at Heartbreak Ridge. You improvise, you adapt, you overcome. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine your first date and having to just go, your first date being looking around, seeing what's open, going in, and if something's open, you go in, grab something, you go to a local park or something, just eat like that. Luckily, spring's right around the corner, even though, given this bipolar-ass state of Jersey and its bipolar weather, I mean, we may have 30-degree days in April. I mean, who's to say? All I know is I hope this shit gets resolved soon. I really do. The sooner it gets resolved, the better. Some people are out of work, but thank God the government will reimburse them. I'm one of the people that can still work. I don't know if I'll get reimbursed or not. Probably not. But we'll see. Only one way to find out. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. I just hope this shit comes to an end soon.